What's going on, guys? It's XQ420 here. I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. Hope y'all having a fantastic day. If it's your first time here, do not hesitate. Hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. We keep things right. We keep it tight. We keep a toaster on us. Speaking of toaster, Joe Biden coming out with a little executive actions. So we're going to check out and see what he's got on the docket for us. Let's jump into this. Alright, Autocar right here from the Blades. Biden announces 6 executive actions on guns, including ghost gun regulation, model red flag legislation. And we just need to change Joe Biden's name. I mean, he's Executive Joe. Now, I remember him saying that, hey, man, only dictators rule through executive actions. Well, hot damn, Joe. I mean, you knew that you... you knew that for a fact because you, in fact, a dictator. Bo, you have rolled more executive actions than... I mean, dang, Bo, just about anybody. And this is folks for full 8 years. He's like, man, I got executive action everything. I mean, I'm gonna leave no stone unturned. I gotta get mine while I'm in here. He must feel like he ain't got much time left. He said, I'm gonna make all the executive actions I can make because I ain't got a lot of time left on this earth. So, so we're gonna jump down into here and see what we're talking about. Of course, this is coming on the recent cusp of the late shootings at Boulder in Georgia. I think there was one just yesterday in South Carolina. A black guy killed. I think he killed 5 people and then shot himself. And of course, you know, the guy who ran into the Capitol officer at the Capitol Hill the other day, he didn't have a gun or nothing, but of course, they starting to tie some of that stuff. Oh, man, it might have been football causing to shoot some folks. I was like, man, come with something better than that. But I'm tired of talking about football is what caused folk to go crazy. I mean, dang, man. I mean, there's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of folks with mental instability. So, I mean, let's calm down on that. I mean, Aaron Hernandez, football ain't made him go out there and slay folk. Man, he was just slaying folk. Man, you got to be careful, bud. Everybody try to blame something on something else. Now, I ain't saying that football couldn't cause life-altering events, you know, but every time something happens, they just throw it right back on the CTE. I'm just like, man, dang, bud. Let me let it go. Man, folks knew what they were signing up for. But I went off on a tangent. Let me get back into this, okay? And we're going to jump into the details. All right, so his first action directs the Department of Justice to issue a rule to help stop proliferation of ghost guns within 30 days. Man, what the hell is a ghost gun? What is a ghost gun? Man, is this some new type of firearm that I don't know anything about? I mean, can somebody help a brother out? The ghost guns. Dang, Bo, those are the ones the man got it in his hand, but you can't see it. Those are real deadly. There ain't no doubt about it. You don't even know what's pointed at you. I'm guessing if he's turning at you and he's like this, he must have one of them ghost guns. Well, I mean, keep your finger off the trigger unless you're ready to pull. Come on, guys. I mean, but I don't know he like that. He must be already ready to pull on you. I was like, oh yeah, we got to stop these ghost guns. So what does he say down here? Said we are experiencing a growing problem. Criminals are buying kits containing nearly all the components and directions for finishing a firearm within as little as 30 minutes and using these firearms to commit crimes. Bud. The criminals, man. I mean, what? Bo, it don't matter whether they get the kit, whether they buy it from the underground, whether they steal it from somebody. Come on, man. What are you talking about? But criminals are buying kits. Exactly. That's why everyday citizens need to have some type of steel on them, whether it be a gun, a blade, a monkey fist, something, Bo, a taser, pepper spray, man, whatever you got, bud. I mean, you probably need to have something on you to ward off all the criminals, you know. But criminals are the problem. Well, no shit. But ain't no society stop folk from getting killed, stop people from being criminals. I mean, since way back when. I mean, been so far back, it's like, dang, Bo, I mean, we stopped keeping count, but we got plenty of criminals. There's a whole lot of criminals in the government, too. We ain't gonna talk about that, though. Sometimes they send the thugs out to your house to enforce acts of violence with said weapons. I'm just saying, hey, I'm just letting you know. So it says when these firearms turn up at crime scenes, they often cannot be traced by law enforcement due to lack of a serial number. Well, duh, man, they're criminals. But, man, when you offer an executive action, the criminals are not like, damn, boy, I mean, Joe Biden just came out and put his foot down, so, man, I'm going to stop doing what I was doing before, because he really means business. Please, they see y'all letting folk out of prison. Or if you're a man in California, letting you go to a woman's prison because you feel some type of way that day. I feel like a woman, but when I get here with all these women, I'm going to be ready to slay me one or two. I'm not bipartisan, I'm bilingual. This language is, I'm bi something, okay? Gender fluid, that's it. Yeah, I got fluidity in everything I do right now, okay? It's not just not just my thought that's fluid. It's my gender as well, okay? And I know I moved over to the women's side, but hey, bud, today I'm feeling like I need me a woman. All right, the sweet embrace. So he over here telling you, yeah, we know criminals do this, and this ain't gonna stop them. I mean, you coming out and giving them a stern talk, it ain't gonna slow them down. Oh yeah, that'll hold them up. Oh yeah, Joe Biden. But he ain't holding up nothing, okay? He can barely hold himself up when he's going up the steps of Air Force One. So please stop, bud. So it says under the second action, the DOJ commissioned to issue a rule, or hold on, second action, the DOJ is commissioned to issue a rule, make clear when a device marketed as a stabilizing brace effectively turns a pistol into a short barrel rifle subject to the requirements of the National Firearms Act. What's that supposed to do? Bud, all that happens when you put a stock on it is it just makes you a little bit more accurate because you have more points of contact. That's it. But it ain't got nothing to do with going out and shooting nobody. I mean, if you got a regular old pistol and ain't got no stock on it, it'll get the job done as well, okay? I mean, dang, bud. A blade will get the job done. A sharp stick will get the job done. A rock will get the job done. I mean, but they worried about a stabilizing brace. I mean, dang. It's like when they told me, oh yeah, the man went in there with a highly concealed weapon, a Ruger 5.56. And I went and looked at that thing, a flat out, full out rifle. I mean, that thing ain't highly concealable. I mean, dang, man, come on, bud. Stop saying stupid stuff. But we just, man, taking away a brace ain't gonna slow nothing down. I mean, I'm just sorry, bud. When folks want to go out and commit crimes, man, they gonna commit it with the brace or without the brace. Hell, they might have the brace anyway, because they are in fact criminals, once again. So let's see what the third action is. It said Biden directs DOJ to publish model red flag legislation, which allows a family member, friend, or member of law enforcement to petition the court to temporarily bar a troubled or dangerous individual from accessing a gun, which they still could do illegally. Just because you go up there, hey man, I don't want him to have a gun. They said, all right, the court is rolled. You can't have a gun. He said, ain't no problem. So you go down the street and buy a gun from, Tommy Joe in the back alley, or he busts up in your house and steals your gun, So, I mean, either way, it's like, hey, that troubled guy, he still managed to get a weapon. Once again, but it said the administration suggested that the model legislation could act as a stand-in until Congress and state legislatures pass permanent red flag legislation of their own. Man, that don't mean nothing to me, okay? So, it said the fourth and fifth actions respectively outline investments in community violence interventions and direct the DOJ to publish an annual report on firearms trafficking. I mean, okay, everybody knows that folks traffic guns. I mean, dang, bro. I mean, our government traffic guns to all kinds of people all the time. I mean, yeah, so are you gonna put the guns you're trafficking out there to people? Let me know. I mean, government officials, are you gonna make sure that you have complete transparency so we know where y'all are shipping guns to? I mean, your boy wants to know. So it says, lastly, for the sixth action, Biden announced his intention to nominate David Chapman, a gun reform advocate, nobody, to serve as director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Man, this ain't nothing, bud. Man, this ain't nothing at all. It's like, But this ain't gonna stop these criminals from committing their violent acts. I'm not gathering, you know, what world these people are living on. And how did I get into this particular universe? You know, I swear that I was somewhere else, you know, about the beginning of March last year. I was on a different planet completely, a different universe completely. And then somehow I went to sleep, and a few weeks later I got transported to this shithole that we've stepped off in, and I'm trying to figure out, I mean, who pushed the damn button? You know? Who pushed it? Because, I mean, take us back, boss. I mean, take us back, boss. Take me back. I'm done. It just don't make no sense. And they up here, they up here parading around, acting like they doing something. Oh yeah, ghost guns. Oh, gun with a brace. And it's like, but that doesn't make any difference. Now, I was seeing something earlier where where Joe Biden was sitting there and he was specifically as, oh yeah, I mean, these gun shows, they go out there and they don't do any background checks. I'm like, man, I don't think that's true, man. These folk got license and stuff. They ain't just gonna be going around just selling guns to everybody. If I'm correct, guys, let me know if I'm incorrect, but I'm pretty sure at the gun show they do the background check. I've never personally purchased one from a gun show, but I don't think you just walk in there all willy-nilly without somebody checking out your credentials. I mean, I'm just saying. And what do you know? You need some identification as well when you're purchasing a gun at the gun show. I don't know why identification is racist. I mean, shouldn't we say something about that? Shouldn't we say, I mean, a black guy go to purchase a gun ID, sir? Oh, how dare you? Don't you know identification is the new Jim Crow? I mean, it's Jim Crow laws reinstated, damn it. And I got the right for you not to know who I am and purchase this gun. Alright, so, I mean, hey, we can use it all over the place now. Hey, be careful of what you ask for. Because, I mean, sometimes the consequences are dire. So, he was saying that, which is false. I mean, they check your background, okay? And, I'll be honest with you, man. Probably a lot of these guns that folks are getting are coming from government anyway. I mean, but they're probably coming from the government. Dang, Bo. Man, stop acting like y'all care about all this stuff. It's just amazing how Joe Biden got in there, and then, you know, they so worried about a gun now. Bo, folk in Chicago been getting blasted for a hot minute. Every weekend. They getting a round put in them. And let me tell you right now, I'm pretty sure all those people who are firing off those shots ain't lawful citizens. Let's just say that. So, in closing on this, oh Lord, Biden says a public health crisis and an international embarrassment. Biden, you are the international embarrassment. Bo, I mean, half the time you don't know where you are, who you are, or why you're there. I mean, so, yeah, talk about national embarrassment. You're spot on that one, sir, because that is you. Alright, and this whole ghost gun thing, man, it don't even make no damn sense, but criminals are getting weapons, and they don't have serial numbers on them, and they will continue to do so. I mean, but all this does is just show that these people are, they just trying to inch away until they take all the weapons, and that can't happen, because when they do, it'll be looking like the UK and Canada and all that stuff, Australia. Folk be trying to come up and drag you out your house and all that shit. You be like, nah, bruh. I mean, that stuff, the weapons are protection from a tyrannical government. That's what it is, because if they got the guns and you got sticks, but I mean, you in for a rough ride. That's all I know. So I want to know what y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. It wasn't really, I mean, he acted like he was going to come out, oh, it's going to be hard-hitting gun legislation. Oh, yeah, hard-hitting. I mean, and all he did was go up there and just shoot the shit. That's about it, but he just shot the shit. That is it. So, like I said, I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on this in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when I post in the future. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.